A very good morning, students of class 7. Today we will discuss and try to learn about History chapter 5. In that, we'll discuss the Tughlaq dynasty. In 1320s CE, the last Khilji ruler was killed by Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq. He then founded a new dynasty that ruled India for the greater part of the 14th century. Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq was the son of Turkish father and an Indian mother. He was an efficient administrator and a capable military commander. He introduced several reforms for the welfare of his subjects and suppressed revolts in distant provinces. He restored peace and stability in Delhi Sultanate. Ghiyasuddin died in what appeared to be a deliberately planned accident. He was succeeded by his son Jauna Khan, who ascended the throne under the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Means Tughlaq was a mixed breed. Means his father was Turkish and mother was Indian. When he grew up, he was capable and efficient administrator and he was a military commander. He introduced a lot of reforms, welfare of Delhi Sultanate. He tried to suppress all the distant provinces, his revolts or revolters. But he had died in suspense that was seemed that it was a planned murder of Ghiyasuddin Tughlaq, and after his death, his son Zona Khan ascended into the throne under the title of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq ruled in Delhi 1324 to 1351 CE, was one of the most learned and accomplished scholar of his time. His intellectual curiosity and thirst of knowledge were boundless. Gifted with an extraordinary memory and a keen intellect, he had mastered in logic, philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and physical science. He was a lover of Persian literature and poetry, calligraphy, fine art, and music. He loved the company of learned men. So here the Juna Khan was a very talented person, learned person, and accomplished scholar. His company was always with the learned men. So he was always try to learn and try to think positive and working a lot so that he was mastered in logic, philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and even in physical science. And he was the lover of literature, Persian literature, poetry, and fine art and calligraphy, etc. So he was master in working in that, making a fine decision. Historians are divided on the nature of his character. The contradictions in his character have led some historians to believe that he was mad. He has been variously described as a wisest fool, a madman, an idealist, and a visionary. He was a diligent ruler and undertook many projects. These projects were brilliantly conceived but poorly executed and always ended in failure. See, here we know that Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a learned man, a scholar, and he was making a brilliant the project, planning to do anything so that he was known as a diligent ruler and undertook many of project. But he poorly executed of his plan, so he failed to complete his project. So he is known as a wisest fool or a madman or an idealist and a visionary, especially known as a madman and wisest fool. Why it is known as a wisest fool? Because he is considered as a wise man. Next we have to see now, taxation in dwarf. Muhammad bin Tughlaq realized that the importance of a strong and powerful army to strengthen and secure the position of the ruler. To enhance his military resources, he needed additional revenue. The Ganga and Yamuna Dwab, the area between the Ganga and Yamuna rivers, was a fertile region. The land tax in this area was increased. Unfortunately, the rains failed and a severe famine broke out. People refused to pay the enhanced taxes, but the tax collectors showed no mercy on them and continued to collect the taxes with such rigor that the peasants were ruined. To escape the tyranny of the tax collectors, the peasants abandoned their lands and fled to the jungle. Means one foolish work he had done to he required a huge revenue because he had a military resources, huge military resources for them to give a salary and payment. He required that land revenue money. So he in the Ganga Yamuna river, the Ganga Yamuna river area, the fertile land, he had increased the taxes. But unfortunately, during that time, only famine broke out in that area. Though the farmers and cultivators were unable to pay the tax, but tax collectors showed no mercy on them and continued to collect the taxes with such a vigor and so that the pigeons were ruined. So some of the pigeons left their areas and the houses, etc., land, etc., and flew to the jungles. Realizing the gravity of the situation, Muhammad bin Tughlaq ordered relief measures such as free kitchens, loans to farmers, and improved irrigation facilities. However, the remedy came in too late. The damage had already been done. Agriculture suffered a severe setback. So here, but when they see he had seen that there is a problem, the farmers, cultivators leaving the houses, lands, and fled to the jungles. So he had took some safety measures, free kitchens, loan for the farmers, and that irrigation facilities, etc. Given the remedy, but it was too late, and so that only he took the any project brilliantly but failed to execute. so he is known as a mad, wisest fool, etc. Next class we'll see another topic. Thank you so much.